Okay. What's up? I'm on Alright. What's going on? I'm on Devil's Lake Trail. And it's actually called the Gonorrhea Trail. The Gonorrhea Trail. And it's right on Devil's Lake. And it goes out to Peter's Pond, but it's massive. It's like, this is like a 32-kilometer hike, and it's beautiful. So I don't think we're gonna go that far today. I just found this place. Like I was I went to it's gorgeous there. I went to the first one was the Track and Tower Trail in Algonquin, which is like a good starter because it's about 4 kilometers in, 4 kilometers back. And then our second journey, I had gone to the Cooper's Lookout Trail and Lookout Point, sorry. And that's just in Algonquin Highlands. But because I really guess we go this way. Because I went to Algonquin National Park and parked at the Track and Tower Trail, which was a nice place. I get a beautiful view. The best part of the trail was like the view at the end. They wanted me to pay for parking. It's not like I'm anywhere near Toronto or anything. Like that's, come on, I'm not in the city. I'm way up north. The parking lot has like nobody in it. There's no place to pay for parking or anything like that. You're supposed to get a pass. And then they gave me a ticket. So I came back and there was a ticket on my car. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just keep the ticket for next time that I go to Algonquin. I'll just put the ticket under my windshield wiper. But then I was thinking there must be probably not too many parking guys, and when they come on for their shift, they're probably like, yeah, you just check this area, you check this area, and they'll know, well, I didn't leave this guy a ticket. So I went online to look at the prices of a parking pass, and it's like $75 or something for a summer pass, and that ends on November 1st. So that ends November 1st, which now it's like the end of September 30th today. That would only be good for pretty much another month. And if you want a winter pass, well, that takes you from November, I believe, to April. But that wouldn't be valid until after November. And then if you want to get a yearly pass, that ends on January 1st of next year. So I'd only get it for a few months. So there's no winning with buying it. And I decided, you know what? I'll just find somewhere else to hike for now. It's crazy. The Ontario Provincial Parks, they're like the mob, you know? Because if you get a parking pass for certain areas, some areas don't accept that one. So you go to these different parks and it's so confusing to figure out all of this, and it's not like you can just pull up to these places and pay for a day or something. Like, yeah, it's a little complicated. So anyways, my friend of mine told me to check out Crown Land. So that's what I did. He sent me a link. I went online and checked out some Crown Land. And there's a site for Ontario Crown Land, and it tells you different areas. Like, it shows you on a map too, different sections that are Crown Land. But thing about that is it's all these government websites, right? They're horrible. They're absolutely horrible for trying to figure out anything on the site. Nothing's marked properly. It's so confusing. It's so like outdated and stuff, right? It doesn't load properly. The maps suck. So I was like, whatever. So I typed it in on Google to find some areas, but they don't really pop up. It was a pain in the butt. So I'm just out working today. And I figured, you know, I'll bring my hiking stuff with me. I'll go on a hike after I'm done work. And I go online, Google Maps, I'm in Minden. I'm looking for some hiking places nearby. I find this lookout point in Minden, 4 minutes away from where I was getting a sandwich. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go over here. Looks like there's a forest just north of there. I'll just go off into the forest. Which is what I did at Cooper's Trails. I went off to the forest there because the trail is so short, it's like a kilometer and a half. And that's the real adventure, right? When you go off the trail, make your own trail. And I get there, get all suited up, everything, put my boots on, and I walk north and I see it's all private property. It's for sale, but it's all closed off. Like, well, I better not. I was tempted, but I better not. So I ended up getting back in my truck, looking up some area, and then I found Queen Elizabeth II wildlands, just 15 minutes away from me. I've been looking online for so long, and I finally find this place. I'm like, wow, what's this? Queen Elizabeth II. It obviously has to be crown land, right? So I look at the map. Like, I figure I'll go over there, look at some of the pictures. Some of the pictures look nice. It wasn't too many photos, which I'm really surprised for how big the land is here. So hopefully I can upload some on there and give some other people kind of an idea what it's like here. And I go and I drive up to here 15 minutes away, and I pull up and I see the map, and it's huge. Like, it shows what a kilometer is on the map, 1 kilometer. And when I first saw it, I'm thinking like, oh, it's not very long. And I see, look at that, nice quartz stone, eh? Beautiful, really nice. Wow. I'm sure there's gonna be lots of stuff like that in here. There's a few more over there. Anyways, I look at the map. I see a kilometer first. I'm thinking, oh, it's only a couple kilometers. And then I look and I'm like, oh, that's an inch, like showing that this is what a kilometer looks like. And it's massive. It goes so far. So I was like, holy crap. It's like 30 something kilometers. Here's a trail right, here's a sign right here, right? 31.4 kilometers to Victoria Beach Trailhead. You got Devil's Lake Trailhead and Sheldon Lake, and one of these goes out to Peter's Pond. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Peter's Pond. Huh. It's kind of creepy, eh? Like, do not proceed until prepared with extra time, appropriate equipment, park map, GPS with backup power. So go home. And it's actually closed down. They got a little banner thing here. I don't know why they closed this down though. I don't know why they closed this down. I'm like wondering why they did this. I wonder if there's anything online finding out why. There's something out there I can hear, like breaking big branches. it's not closed down. I thought it was closed down here because of the ropes, right? But they just don't want you going down the middle there because of it's slippery and dangerous. So they've given us these ropes to guide you. Go down here, but it did have that sign saying, be careful. I can hear something big over there breaking branches. So I am. Anyways, it's back to what I was saying where I found this wildlands, Queen Elizabeth II wildlands, and brought me here, which is like massive, massive, massive trail. This part's closed for natural habitat restoration. Go down this way. Well, now that I know this trail, I think it's time to go back. It's getting late. Found an amazing place to hike. And we'll come back to this. We'll come a little earlier. If I can finish work early tomorrow, I'll be out here. It's not too close from home, I don't think. I mean, it's not too far from home, I don't think. Let's see. Oh. Pull up my maps. It is right though. I think I will need to bring my compass or a GPS because it goes really far. 40 minutes from home. It goes really far and you start running out of service down here, so. Now that I know this is open, thank God. I was worried because they shut down one of the trails over there. So, oh, look at these mushrooms. Cool. Take a photo of that. This is an amazing trail though. This is definitely, it's gonna be one of the best. Because it's we got so many different options, and it's like acres and acres and acres and acres and acres, hectares of trails, and you've seen that the sign saying 32 kilometers one direction. So it'll be nice. Seems to be marked pretty well too, so that's good. Though it is fun when it's not, it's marked, but you kind of gotta do a little bit of scavenger hunting for the dots. I wish I got here earlier though. I would have had more time. Oh. Wish I started this earlier in the year though. It would have been nice if I came out at the beginning of the year. Okay. Yeah, the last trail I was on, found an abandoned bus right in the middle of the woods. Like it was like this around me, right? Like trees everywhere. And it was just in the middle of the forest. Thought it was red, but when I seen the pictures I took of it later on, I seen there's some areas that were still yellow. So it was actually, had been there so long that the paint started to come off and it had rusted over. So that's what the red was. And, it was amazing. It was kind of creepy though, because I was off the trail. I wasn't on a trail at all. It's way off of a trail. And I was out there by myself. And I went up and I looked inside. It was very hard to see through the windows. They're very dirty. And when I looked through, it was I could see like an Aquafina bottle in there, a table, and what looked to be like heater or an old radio or something. And that's what kind of freaked me out a little bit. It's like, is somebody living in this thing right out here? And you never know what kind of people you're gonna run into out here. So I decided to get out of there. Good thing we're in Canada though, because hiking around like this in the States, you go off a trail, you don't know if you're in a public area or not, a good way to get shot. Where, at least in Canada, although it kind of sucks, at the same time, if there's a home invader, you can't do anything about it. But if you accidentally go on somebody's private property, they can't shoot you. So what a great trail though, such a great find. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited. This might actually make me want to get to bed early tonight so I can get up super early, go do my 2 installs that I have, and for satellite, and then I'll go because I install satellite internet for Explore, fixed wireless and satellite, and I get those done. I'm a contractor for them, so if I get those done, then I can hightail it out to here really quick, bring my stuff with me in the morning, and go on a nice long hike. But I do have to remember to get some bear spray tomorrow, because like, I'm mostly worried not too much about the bears, but about moose. This is the time of year when moose are mating right now, and their hormones are really high. Here's the beginning of the trail. So you can see here, Sheldon Lake, 3.5 kilometers. You got Fire Tower Trail. So I don't know if there's a old fire tower up there or something, so they can spot, I guess, where there's forest fires or something, right? And then Victoria Bridge Trailhead, which is 32 kilometers. That's the one that attracts me the most, because I like a good long hike. Though tonight I should have just went this way. But I'm excited to get to Peter's Pond. That's my pond. Set up shop there. What's great is you can actually come into these crown lands here and just go camping. Hey, there's our little frog friend. He was here at the start. Hey, buddy. Still trying to get up that hill, eh? Yeah, he got a long ways to go. So here's the maps. Peter's Pond right there. I'm gonna try and get to. We are here, right? So we have to be hiking all the way. I probably only went down a tiniest bit, but we gotta go all the way up there. Yeah, the other ways. So this is the other trail. This is the one that's shorter. That goes through the fire. That's the fire tower one. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Fire Tower Foundation. Interesting. Huh. I think tomorrow I'll come back, I'll do the 2 short ones quickly. Because I don't think I'll be able to get out to Peter's Pond until it's a little more longer in the day, and leave nice and early. Maybe I'll save that for my Sunday hike. Every Sunday I go out and I do a nice long hike. I started doing that a couple of weeks ago. And now we're just getting back to the truck here. Alright, back at the truck. It's the internet truck. And so I looked at the map there, and it's 33,505 hectares, this Queen Elizabeth Wildlands Provincial Park. So we'll see what it has to offer. Till next time.